Now this program is meant in essence to replace the old blue sheet that we would use to report problems on the machine, along with store all our information in one simple, convenient place. But first off, you're going to need a Dropbox. So if you don't have a Dropbox, we need to set one up through your email you an invite so you have access to the shared QR data file. QR data is where we're going to store the information we need. Along with having Dropbox, it's important that it is installed on the desktop or downloaded on the computer so that you're able to access the files as if they're any ordinary file, whether you're online or not. So you click the little happy face, go to install, go to download, open, and then it will be loading up. Now the three things you're going to need with this, along with Dropbox, are Outlook and Excel. Now you're going to need those three things, and with that you should be good to go. In order to get access to the QR file, open the Dropbox on the desktop, QR data, Club 24, and there we got 5 files there. Today we're going to be focusing specifically on Club 24 QR numbers. Now this is a macro enabled one, so if you are having trouble getting your macros to work, one of the problems may be your security settings. Now if you go to File, and at the bottom it should say Options, or it might say Excel Options in your version. And then if you go to Trust Center, then go to Trust Center Settings, and then go to Macro Settings, and it should switch to Enable All Macros. At the bottom, there are the tabs of the 7 clubs here in the Washington, Oregon area, including Pendleton, Hermiston. And here on the left we have the pictures of the machines. If you just drag over them, the brand, Pretor, elliptical, the model number, and over to the right is where things get particularly interesting. Along with the serial number, these contain links to the exploded diagrams, the service manuals, and things you would need just to get an idea of how the machine works, if something needs to be fixed, what the part is, particularly important if you're going to order a part to replace it. Along with that, we have a shortcut to the manufacturing website. With the login username and password remembered, it will take you directly to the specific machine that we have listed there. And so there, the exploded diagrams are also available, but more importantly, that is where you can order a specific part straight from the manufacturer, thus saving us a step. Now, if some of these are missing, do not be alarmed. The Excel spreadsheet is still a work in process, but that is in column E. If you click on the serial numbers, it will take you to those options there. Now, over to the right is where the macros come in. To play. We have here the PM and the service button. So you select a machine, anything on that row, click PM, and it will verify machine number 66. Who are you? I'm Jay. Okay. And there, it will pop up the date. It is green, meaning it was, just done today. And a note saying that I was the one that did it. Now the PM date will go from green for when it was just done, yellow when it needs to be done, and red when it is past due and really needs to be PM'd. Now the service button, I'm going to say that there was a loud noise from the back. Okay, what's my name? Once again, that is Jay. Phone number, now this is important just in case, you say the machine's on fire, we call you up, get some more information. And here it asks the same questions that used to be on the blue sheet. And make sure it's out of order. This takes it from the club to the service needed tab. And there in the service needed, you can see there's all the information that was on the gauge, along with the comments that we made for the problem. And this information is automatically emailed to service@club24.com. Now, if we are to repair you can see the red X marks that there was a problem. So if we go back to that same machine, if we were to say, oh, we fixed that problem, we click the service tab, the service button once again, and it says, oh, what did you fix? What was wrong? So I'm going to say I oiled the back. That fixed the problem. Yeah. And who fixed it? I fixed it, because I'm pretty awesome. And that takes away the red X. It gives a note automatically saying who it was and what they did and on what day. And it takes the thing that was in the service needed tab and moves it over to the service history tab. And so service history contains all the information that was on the gauge building tab, along with the date it was fixed and who did it. Let's say another problem pops up with that machine. Let's say I didn't really fix it all that well and we have the same problem, or that this problem just keeps popping up. So we're going to fill out the same information again, putting in the number and all the old blue sheet information right there, marks it with a red X again, but this time it also highlights that particular machine, saying that, okay, maybe this machine is having a history of problems. Maybe somebody at the club is using it harsh. And so it is highlighted, and those are the basic colors and uses of the QR program.
So let's say there's a machine that for some reason or another does not have a QR label, whether it's because it hasn't been labeled, or it's a jump rope or a pull-up bar or a piece of equipment that doesn't have a QR label but still needs to be reported for service. Well, for that we have at the very top of each of the club tabs, we have a custom QR label, and then you would go as if you're reporting any other service. Scroll over to the service button, click service, and then a machine description pops up, and that's where you fill in what it is that's missing. For this example, we'll say it was a pull-up bar. The problem, and they'll ask the same questions that popped up from before. Now, same as before, the information will go to the Service Needed tab, but now, as we return to Union, we'll see that we have a new thing, the custom pull-up bar. It now is assigned the QR number 30,001, and at the top the custom number is adjusted, so next machine description will be assigned a new QR number of an even higher value. So in a nutshell, it is the same process as any other QR number, only this time you also have to fill in the machine description.